take projection.
Welcome everybody to Taking On Sports. I am TD. That is Greg. Greg, how you doing, man?
I am pretty good, man. You know, we finally coming to Omaha, so hey, it's a good start to the week.
That's right. Well, let's just kick it off right there. For the first time since 1999, Alabama's going to Omaha, like you said, come to see you.
Yeah,
And the boys in the College World Series.
exciting stuff.
Yeah, great stuff so far. No losses. The bats are swinging hot. Hopefully they stay hot. You know, unfortunately, like the women lost in the semifinals last week.
Oh, heartbreak.
Yeah, we'll get to them. But man, awesome, just awesome. And despite all the weather delays this weekend,
Man,
and throughout, yeah,
how about that? They're hating on us. The weather's hating on us. We were supposed to finish out Sunday night, so hopefully nothing weird happens Monday morning.
man, I was so afraid of that. You know, like you're swinging hot bats, you get that big grand slam. You're up 5 runs, and the weather, you just keep pushing that restart time back, and then it never happens.
Yeah,
And you're like, man, please don't just let some fluky thing happen where St. John's comes out,
super hot.
you know, hair on fire. But it didn't.
No.
Alabama took care of business relatively quickly this morning after the restart, finished the last couple innings up. Like I said, just looking great. Everything going awesome for the Tide right now. Just awesome. I posted about it earlier. Just hell of all the props in the world need to go to Greg Byrne for hiring Rob Vaughn and Nate Oates within a couple years of each other.
Absolutely.
Really turning it around. Great time to be an Alabama fan. I'm sure everybody's seen that template, the meme going around, but Alabama's the first D1 program in history to get a team into the men's College World Series, the women's College World Series, the men's NCAA tournament, the women's NCAA tournament, and the college football playoff.
Now, hopefully the weekend this one with the championship, but it's still impressive nonetheless.
It is, man. That's one thing that actually annoyed me. Looking at that, I saw that meme, and had made the mistake of reading the comments, and it's just like everybody in there, yeah, but no rings.
And then it's usually
Like, man.
It's usually Auburn fans or other SEC fans that are trolling.
And it's of course, yes, your trolls, your rivals, but then you're also gonna have your Alabama fans. Some of them Bama fans are in there doing that, and it was just, man, everybody. This is an insanely hard thing to do. It's hard to win championships, and it's just such an awesome accomplishment. It would suck to not get a ring out of any of these appearances, but it's so hard to win a championship, man. Especially in these sports with these huge tournaments. You know, I mean, now the smallest one we have now is the damn college football playoff at 12 teams, and that's rising steadily too. Like, it's hard to win. So this is a great accomplishment that Alabama fans should absolutely celebrate. Like, yes, we want titles, we want rings, but hey, man, celebrate this. It's awesome. We're back in Omaha. Let's go win some games there too. You never know what'll happen.
We do. It's still an accomplishment, and obviously, if it was that easy, there'd be more people that have done it in a year's time. Let's just say it like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's never been done before. And a couple close calls here and there. I think Texas and I think the year they beat USC in the Rose Bowl, maybe. You know, it was just a BCS Bowl, but I think they made the other ones. And then Tennessee was actually close a few years ago.
Right, yeah. Tennessee had.
Yeah.
If they had not lost to South Carolina and went to that playoff, was that the year when they would have?
I can't remember if it was that or.
No, it was after.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think it was after that. Maybe the year after when they won the World Series and went to the.
22-23.
Okay.
They played in a New Year's Six Bowl, but not the college football playoff technically. There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And then 04-05 actually when Texas played Michigan in the Rose Bowl.
Michigan in the Rose Bowl, and they won the national title in baseball that year, 05.
Yeah. Yeah, they won the College World Series. But still, like we said, obviously we want a ring out of it, but an amazing accomplishment nonetheless. And Greg Byrne deserves all the flowers, man, for just building such a strong athletics program, man.
Yeah. And the other thing too, I mean, he had that, risky. He had that choice because a lot of people after that run and when we went to the super regional and lost to Wake Forest, they wanted the that coach to be the head coach, and some
Oh
people were
yeah.
kind of upset, that he wasn't named a coach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The was it, I think he's still on the staff, right?
Yeah, I
Jackson.
believe he
Is
did.
his
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I
So
mean, Rob Vaughn has been just pardon the pun, but a home run hire, man.
absolutely.
The life that he's injected into this program, we knew he was special. I mean, he was doing great things at Maryland, a place that's really never had baseball success, and so for him to come in and when we were in the middle of that the gambling scandal and just up and down, hadn't really we made that Wake Forest, super regional, got blew out. Of course, that was a monster Wake Forest team, but
Yeah,
just baseball had been dead in the water for a while, and he certainly has injected life, brought
revived
it
it.
back.
Absolutely.
Got Justin LeBron, and now I think we got a chance. I mean, there's Georgia and Texas are probably your favorites there, but
They're
man,
the big dogs, but
yeah,
yeah.
and after this super regional, man, can you trust Georgia's pitching? I mean, they got the bats to maybe it doesn't matter, but man,
Man, those the bull, yeah, both Bulldog team. But they have like their first game, like 13 home runs. They was huge.
they're in just the two games they played in the super regional, there was over 40 combined runs. So
Yeah,
absolutely ridiculous, but it was fun. I mean, absolutely a blast to watch those games. But yeah,
oh, absolutely.
yeah. Elsewhere, like I said, so Georgia they took care of State, Texas took care of Oregon. They're in. The Tide will be playing Oklahoma on Saturday. 2 Central, I believe, is when it first pitch
Yeah,
there. Yeah. 2 Central. You got Georgia and Texas are actually playing each other that night at
that's a
7.
monster game. That's a crazy
That
way for them to both start.
That's a crazy first round game. Friday it starts at 1 Central. West Virginia and Troy, the two Cinderellas, man. Awesome stories. Troy getting through that Gainesville regional course and hosting the other Trojans, Arkansas Little Rock. And now they got the host of super regional. The mayor of Troy said it was the biggest thing that ever happened in the city, which is probably not wrong. And then the West Virginia, the 16 seed, getting there, just awesome vibes there in Morgantown at that stadium. A great super regional with Kentucky too, or a regional final with Kentucky. And then they had the super regional where they got the best of who did they? I am blanking on it right now. I can see it in my head. Hell, I'm just watch it. Cal Poly. That's right, Cal Poly, who got out of the UCLA regional course.
Yeah,
And then your other matchup, North Carolina, another seeded team, and then they host Ole Miss, who went into Auburn and took 2 straight from the Tigers. But yeah, so that's Friday. Should be a fun first round. Like we said, just hoping for the Bama Bats to be on a tear. Either
absolutely.
way, still a great accomplishment that Bama fans need to celebrate. Yeah. We kind of
Absolutely.
touched on the women earlier. Disappointing end to their season. Still a great season nonetheless. Just ran into a Texas Tech team whose pitching had actually been failing them, and then they just turned it on in the semifinals, man. Just unhittable, and a hell of a time for the Bats to go cold when we needed them most. But unfortunate end to a great season. But you know what? It's kind of a young roster.
Always.
If we get some roster retention, add a couple pieces, man, this team can be right back
It
in for
is.
another special season next year. Tech would go on and lose the title game to Texas Tech for the second straight year. The Longhorns back-to-back
Yeah,
champs and
I swear by it.
have a shot to do the old men's and women's double here if the baseball team can get it done. But Great College World Series. Great. The NCAA tournament in baseball was just, it's been so fun. Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, I mean it is. I mean overall though, I was disappointed though, but I as soon as we didn't get that
Yeah, you
first
just
win,
wanted
I knew,
I mean, you kind of
I
saw it
felt
last.
like
It was
damn it.
happened, not too long after we stopped recording last week. But we were talking about just that thing where the boys were playing. Yeah, the boys were playing in a win and advance and lose, and you got to play
Don't want
a
to
do or
do
die game. And we talked about how much you don't want to go to that do or die game because just all the pressure flips to you.
Yeah,
And
you don't.
and that's exactly what happened. The guys got it done,
Absolutely.
that big home run. Not literally probably what 5-10 minutes after we stopped recording. Yeah.
Yeah, you. Oh, the bit. Yeah, that was huge. I mean, I was having issues with the ESPN3, of course, the ESPN Plus, and so yeah, I was listening on the radio, on the Varsity app. They clutch at times. So yeah, we got the huge home run there, and then Monday, thought we were gonna be going to Oklahoma City too, but then gonna win. We going to the finals. Oklahoma City didn't work out, but and of course, the Texas Ace, as much as she has struggled to her standards through the through the World Series and the kind of the season at times, she had her
Yeah. Oh,
best performance
shut us
ever.
down. Yeah,
When we had 2
untouchable.
hits on
Making
today,
batters who have been clutch
she was
hits,
untouchable.
all season and all tournament long, just looking foolish. Yeah. Like I said, unfortunate timing for the
It's
basket to go
terrible.
cold and for her arm to get hot, to her to discover that mojo. But go ahead.
Yeah, but I would say that I'm proud of them, but I think I was more hurt than anything just because you really I, I really like this team. There's certain teams that you really like. Because this team kind of came out of nowhere, knowing going into season they were picked ninth. I mean nobody had any, and yet we had juice the whole season there. So you really wanted to see them hit, but it is what it is. Everybody is going to be coming. Got both pitchers coming back next year. It's a crazy thing. Jocelyn Brisky is a junior. You would think, as much as she's accomplished, that she was
Yeah,
definitely a
like I said,
senior.
there's a
But
lot
continue,
lot
she's
of
a
production
junior. You're
coming
like,
back for that
man, it makes you
softball
feel
team.
better. And of course, yeah, a lot of bats, and on top of that, Vic Moulton coming back. I would
Yeah.
assume, unless who knows, transfer. I'm sure she'll be a commodity. But hopefully she'll return to Tuscaloosa as well because, you know, struggled a little bit in the College World Series, but getting that experience as a freshman is huge. So if she
Yeah,
comes back and we have
absolutely.
that 1-2 punch again,
Um,
yeah, sky's the
but yeah,
limit
it's
again.
been a fun spring on the diamond, and now we hoping the boys can continue it starting Saturday.
Absolutely,
Uh,
yeah. Starting Saturday, and luckily, even if we have a
there you
quick
go.
out,
Yeah.
I'll be off that Monday, so I'm gonna try to get out there if I can. Because it's only this. Unfortunately for us, we're not in that LSU category of we're always in
Exactly.
Omaha, so you gotta
That'd be
take
Saturday.
advantage of while
Yeah.
you can.
Either let's see. Either way, we would play Monday. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully at
Either the
night.
day in the middle of the heat of the day or at night.
Yeah. Did take 2 or 3 in Norman this
Hopefully
year.
with the win
So,
and over OU on Saturday.
yeah.
If that means
It is.
anything, absolutely. But as we know, the College World Series is a
Yeah.
tricky thing.
It
Usually
is
the hottest
crazy.
teams coming in
Man, I
rarely
forget
win the
what year it
thing.
was. I read a stat. I caught one that kind of shocked me, but it has been a good number of years now since the number 1 overall seed actually won the College World Series. I don't remember the exact year, but I saw it, and it took me
has.
aback when I saw it. I was like, damn, really? Like, it's one thing you see that in the playoffs a lot. The 1 seed hasn't won the NBA and and you're like, all right, but it's usually a couple years or something. Like, eventually, those top teams eventually.
Yeah, but it's been a while. It's
Yeah,
also
right.
amazing how
Second straight
many
year,
times
both
the
one
one
and
seed
two.
doesn't
Yeah,
even
lost
come
in
to
the
Omaha.
regionals this year.
It happens way more. I mean, as we saw
Yeah,
the
so crazy,
yeah,
man. Just shows you.
not even supers.
Baseball
Yeah,
is one of those sports. It's not necessarily always about who's the most talented team. It's about which team gets hot and.
no, right, and that's what makes it the I guess the most equal tournament in sports, in college sports. We have that dream of it being the NCAA tournament, but obviously that's a rarity, much more common in the college baseball. So if you're into the upsets and teams getting hot and getting the
Absolutely,
crowd
yeah.
going for the
It
underdogs,
is
the
fun.
CWS is definitely a
Let's
place to
move over
look.
to another finals. I just mentioned the NBA finals going on right now. Fun game three going on right now. About 3 minutes left in the third quarter. San
Absolutely.
Antonio got a 3 point lead up here in New York. Madison Square Garden just absolutely bonkers. Uh, the Knicks shocking everybody going into San Antonio, taking the first two
Yeah.
games and closing down games too, playing clutch, making big comebacks, and then getting the lead back late, just making the big plays when San Antonio's not. Just absolutely on fire. The Knicks, and now
Absolutely.
trying to survive this game.
Yeah. And it's close. I mean, that's the big thing with them, keeping it close. And not only that, I mean, you have confidence. I mean, if you can win in San Antonio and now you're home with this crowd, you have to think you're always in it. If you have,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it's
If
under
you're about
10
5
late,
minutes left in the game, like you
you
said, if
feel good,
if it's within 10, then the Knicks aren't going down without a fight. But yeah,
No, absolutely. But it's going to be tough. And the biggest thing, then of course the first two games is Cat. I mean, that's a man that's been ridiculed at times and soft. And Minnesota, he was the never you can win with Cat. He's only going to get you so far, and that's why they shipped him to New York eventually. They thought that the rubber hit the road, that he was not
yeah.
going to get them to where they needed to be. And I guess the joke's on Minnesota now, because if anything, he has
Yeah, he has
made
been maybe not the
Wimby
star, but
look
he has been the best
almost
player for the
human
Knicks
again
these first
at
couple of
times.
games. Yeah,
Most consistent. I mean, Brunson comes in clutch in the fourth, but he's
yeah.
had
And
stretches in
Cat
the
has been
first
there,
three and a
and it's
half
crazy.
quarters
You
where it's been
you
oof.
talked about Minnesota, but hell, even
But
just a couple months ago, you kind of heard rumblings or talks. People like, well, maybe New York needs to trade Cat, move on, and try something else.
they would
But
think,
they get a title. Nobody will care, man.
yeah,
And nah, yeah,
he'll never
New
have to pay
York
for
legend.
anything again in New York.
But yeah, it's been a good first couple games. This one's looking to be another great finish here. So, and then kind of the Senate. We talked about it last week. Your brain said Spurs, your heart says Knicks. But man, now Knicks trying to do it. Not over yet though. Don't count Spurs out.
Yeah, I mean, the first games have been close enough where you can see it, of course, going either way. I mean, a bound punch back and forth. Obviously, the Knicks, um, a lot more clutch later than I gave them credit for, just because of what we saw from the Spurs. But the Knicks, obviously, what they've done, even though against lesser opponents compared to the Spurs, they've come and done the same thing. So it's just who they are, and really, shout out
Yeah.
to another guy who doesn't get a lot of love at times, and that's Mike Brown. That's a man that he's been a winner in regular seasons at many spots, most famously in Cleveland with LeBron, and then in Sacramento, and then regular season great, and then has had issues in the playoffs at times. And so he's been canned maybe uh, quicker than what he should have been, not given the respect at times maybe, because the NBA is, as we know, is notorious for that. If they- 2 years and you're done if you haven't done what they're supposed. You haven't made a finals, you're done. In today's NBA, we've seen a lot of questionable stuff. But now he's in
Yeah.
the finals, and so we shall see. Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that
Yeah.
thought they were
A lot of
crazy
people
for
like, what are we
hiring
doing
him
here?
last
But
year.
hey, like I said, if you win and nobody, you get a grace period and no, nobody questions your decisions now. But I said it ain't over, but
Yeah,
we'll see, man. Should be, like I said, good. Should be a good finish
absolutely.
tonight. Another big tournament starting up this week. The World Cup finally kicks off this Thursday, I believe. Mexico and South Africa. Not the first time these two teams have started World Cup. They actually started the World Cup in South Africa, I believe. Not 02. That would have been 2010.
And 02, not interesting.
02 was South Korea. Yeah. The Vuvuzela.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
Vuvuzelas, yeah,
Yeah.
the Vuvuzelas, yeah,
Oh
2010.
man,
That's
yeah.
right. Dude, that was huge for
South
a
Korea
couple
though,
of
the
years.
host of the '02 World Cup, is actually in the same group though. But yeah, a little
Yeah,
weird. Mexico is hosted as well.
interesting.
86 and then 86 and then they had another year like 78 or something. It was a quick
86,
turnaround
yeah.
because I think I want to say the 86. I forget who the original host was supposed to be, but they fell through, and then in one of those years, yeah, Mexico stepped in. But yeah, they kick off Mexico, South Africa, 2 o'clock Central on Thursday. Also South Korea and Czechia, the Czech Republic. The other two co-hosts, Canada and the U.S., kick off on Friday. Canada playing Bosnia-Herzegovina, U.S. playing Paraguay.
Right.
And as far as the U.S. is concerned, this cup is about changing the kind of perception of what U.S. soccer is around the world. There's always kind of been like a little, people that playing big
Yeah,
but they're really little fish in a big pond, and now it's about trying to prove you're a serious contender. That
yeah,
now you have more players than ever playing prominent roles in Europe at high level football.
absolutely.
They did lose to Germany the other day in the final tune-up, but looked good. Wasn't yeah, yeah, no shame in losing to Germany.
But that was a good thing. Yeah, they
Certainly
did.
not. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but
Exactly. I
But
mean,
yeah,
they've been
it's
great
a
to go in with
winnable
that
group.
win, but they look
Group D
good.
for them: Paraguay, Australia, Turkey. That's absolutely a winnable group. And then you're on to that round of 32, and this year's the expanded World Cup, of course, biggest
Absolutely.
one ever. So if you finish first or second in your group, you
Mhm.
advance, and then the best 8 of the third place teams advance as well. So, but that's far off. Yeah, a little different, but that's far
Mhm.
off.
Well,
Running through
different.
these groups real quick.
Yeah.
I already got Group A. Group B: Canada, Bosnia Herzegovina, Qatar, and Switzerland. Group C: Brazil, Morocco, who's everyone's darlings, last World Cup in Qatar. They made that semifinal run, I believe. Haiti and Scotland.
Yeah.
Group D, we mentioned the U.S.
They
group
did.
there. Group E is Germany, Curacao, the smallest country in this year's World Cup. Ivory Coast and Ecuador. Group F is the Netherlands,
Fantastic.
Japan, Sweden, and Tunisia. We don't have a true group of death this year because everything's so spread out. But man, that's pretty close with Netherlands, Japan, and Sweden. Yeah. Group G: Belgium,
Right.
Egypt,
That
Iran,
was
and
tough.
New Zealand.
Yeah.
H: Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay. Group I: France, a lot of people's favorites, along with Spain there. Senegal, Iraq, Norway. J: Argentina, Algeria, Austria, and Jordan. K: you got Portugal, Congo, DR, I guess the Democratic Republic of Congo, Uzbekistan, and Colombia. And Group L:
Yeah.
England, team, the country desperate to bring home the World Cup final. Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. Another kind of a sneaky good group there,
Look.
but absolutely should be won by England. But yeah, like I said, kicks off Thursday.
Yeah.
Let's see, some notable: Brazil and Morocco play right away on Saturday. That should be a fun one. Netherlands and Japan on Sunday. Let's see, just some good early games here going on. These group stages: France and Senegal. Senegal, speedy African team with, of course, Sadio Mane. Let's see here.
Right.
England and Croatia starting next Wednesday. That's another good first round game there. But yeah, should be fun. Like I said, the U.S. It's about the U.S. Making a deep run. Probably need to make the quarters or something. Really. Um,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, with
just to
that
the
expansion, it
just to the
doesn't
knockout.
seem
You
as
need a win or
impressive to
two in the
make it out
knockout to
the
really
out the group.
prove that we
Yeah,
belong.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
let's see. Elsewhere in the world of
We
sports, I guess a big
belong.
story
Yeah.
today is that the NCAA, a judge in Texas, granted an injunction against the NCAA allowing Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby to be eligible this year. Which, man, I don't side with the NCAA pretty much ever, but this one, it's tough to. I mean, you feel bad for the kid. He's got a problem that he needs to address. But man, you can't let him play
Mhm.
after it's been proven that he's bet on his own team before, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On his own team. Now, I mean, I'm a put. I mean, that's not that big of a thing to me when they bet on other sports. College basketball, baseball. Like, cool. Even maybe other games that you don't know everything, but here you are. You know your game plan, and
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know enough to.
well,
Yeah,
we
I
just
don't know.
talked about
There's something about betting on yours
Alabama's former
don't
baseball
sit
coach
right.
that got fired for a gambling thing. And in baseball, he wasn't betting, but he was feeding information
Yeah,
to other people about it, and
betting on him. Yeah,
that's the problem here. Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
yeah, and I still
yeah.
can't
Right.
believe how dumb they were with that in the middle of Ohio, pre-
Alabama, yeah, baseball game,
placing that
yeah.
huge bet on the LSU. It's like,
Yeah,
what
they
are we
did not
doing?
hide that well. But yeah,
What
this,
on
I
a
mean,
Friday night?
again, like,
Like,
you want Brendan Sorsby to get his problem under control. He's going to,
but yeah,
therapy for it, apparently, yeah, rehab. Yeah. Yeah, talented
right.
kid, but man,
He's a
again, like, you
talented
can't,
guy,
this is just
obviously.
sets a bad precedent because
Yeah,
now, and there's already talk, the Big Ten's already trying to, yeah, saying they're never going to schedule Texas Tech in any
people are
sport.
gonna.
I about to say you might see
And
something.
the Big
The
12
Big
team said they
12, yeah,
might
they might do some
not play
temporary.
Texas Tech. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd about to say
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
if
what they
they'll
can do
actually do
legally, but
it,
I'm
but they're
sure they are
saying it
looking into
now
it because
anyway.
that's, again, that's just for, say what say what you will. There's a lot of people out there that
That's
talk about,
that's
the sanctity
different.
of amateurism, da da da, and some of it's bullshit, and some of it's okay. This is absolutely one that just, for the good of any sport. There's yeah. Yeah, it's just for the
Even
good of
even
sports.
pro
Like, it's
sports
a
could be
game. It's supposed to
ridiculous.
be fun. It's not supposed to be something where you can fix it. And now you're starting to call anything into question. If you let this kid play, man, then like breaks are off, man. And there's exactly, and it's so
That
hopefully this
opens
gets
up a
resolved
lot of
before the
stuff.
season. But just kind of an unfortunate another black eye for the NCAA and college football at a time when college football is taking a lot
Yeah,
of black eyes.
it is. And it might actually, yeah. And honestly, this, yeah, like you said, this
Yeah,
might be the one time where the NCAA didn't mess it up. And yet but we know
exactly.
how those injunctions go. Of
Yeah.
course, we experienced one ourselves with, Bediako. It's a fly by night thing. Yes, you can put it in and work for a little bit. We still obviously have what fly a couple months of the season starts there. So I mean 3 months. So by August, September, I'd be shocked if
Yeah,
he's
no,
still
I'm with
eligible,
you. I
honestly.
just
But
I feel
we'll
like there's
see.
going to be some way the Big 12 can do something as a conference. Again, I don't know legality or maybe a different judge some appeal NCAA goes to, but it just seems like that's got to be some law. Like there's got to be a
But
law against it. That's what's
it
crazy to
just
me.
doesn't
Like
seem like, yeah, it just, I don't know. As much as supposedly gambling, sports betting is regulated and stuff. Hell, we saw the whole thing with the NBA, and those dudes are doing time. You know, so we seen with the NBA and people betting, and we had that whole thing. Was last year with Rip, no, with Chauncey Billups, and then we have the Heat. I forget the Heat player's name right
Oh
now.
yeah, who was that? Yeah,
And
I
he
know who you're
might,
talking about.
well, see, I mean,
Go ahead.
but he was betting on himself and stuff, and he's in the pros, and he might be facing jail time. So it's just like, man, yeah, it's just something about betting on your own sport where you have control over the outcome, especially as a
Mm-hmm.
quarterback. You know, and if you can't, obviously when the starter. Well, I don't, honestly, I don't know what he did in Indiana. I really didn't know him until he went
Mm-hmm.
to
Cincy. Yeah.
to the Big Ten, to Cincy, Big 12, excuse me, at Cincy. But yeah, I mean, obviously, in a sport where you can have some immediate control over that, and you're betting on yourself, and stuff, or who's hurt, even if we don't know. Yeah, I mean, it could change a lot of
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
Yeah.
that we, yeah, it's a lot, and then it opens up everything because then at that point, somebody else does the same thing. Can you ever tell anybody no again? Because they're gonna throw that in your face
Mm-hmm.
forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's definitely one that's unfortunate, but I'm sure we haven't heard the end of it. I'm sure it's not quite resolved yet. Yeah.
All we have,
Uh.
and the real question is, who snitched
Yeah.
originally? Who
Yeah.
snitched
Right.
on this man?
Or is it?
Ex-girlfriend,
Yeah.
obviously. He pissed
Oh,
off
a bookie
somebody.
who he took. Uh.
Yeah.
Let's see elsewhere
All
in world
right.
sports. Stanley Cup Finals, Las Vegas up 2-1 on Carolina right now. It has been a great first 3 games in that series. Yeah,
Awesome
every
series.
game decided by one
Yes.
goal. Game 2 went to overtime. Game 3 went to double overtime. Some crazy comebacks in there, some crazy bounces. A lot of fun. Game 4 is tomorrow night, Tuesday night. Big trades in the NFL this past week. Miles,
Dude, it was like right after we got off the
yeah,
thing.
pretty much. Yeah, one of those like right after we stopped recording thing. But Miles Garrett is now a Los Angeles Ram. AFC North quarterbacks will be happy to hear that. I know as a Ravens fan, I was happy for it. Jared
Yeah,
Verse and some picks going the other way to Cleveland. Of course, he's a very
talented
talented
guy.
guy too. But that's the Browns finally cashing in on Miles Garrett. The best pass rusher in the league for a good number of years now.
They got a,
The
yeah. I mean, they got a decent
Yeah,
haul. I mean, it wasn't
yeah, I
terrible.
thought.
And the best thing though, the Browns didn't completely mess it up. They didn't Cleveland
Yeah,
Brown it.
exactly.
We know that they've
They
done some
didn't
dumb
settle for like a
stuff
couple of second rounders or something. They got their first round, they got a second round, and they got a really good pass rusher in return too. So, which a little,
because they were
yeah,
originally. Because originally the Rams were trying to not get Verse. They were just offering picks, and they're like, if Verse doesn't go, we're out. So they at least got
yeah.
their
It
guy.
does interest me as to why the Browns stuck on that. Like, do they think they still can contend a little bit, or is this maybe something they're like? They look at him as a future piece of a trade, maybe mid-season or something like that too, to try to
Yeah.
get more picks and really rebuild this team, which needs to be done. But
Yeah.
but
It
yeah, for the
does.
Rams, of course, they don't care about picks. They just added another great pass rusher, and of course,
They say after those picks.
yeah, after those picks, and of course, everybody online went crazy because Aaron Donald posted a video of him working out after the trade, and it's like, oh Lord,
Yeah.
uh,
Because they asked him if he was coming back.
man,
Was he on Pat's show? And he was like, hey, would you consider it? He said, I'm thinking
oh
about it.
man,
It's hard to come back though after being gone, but man, that'd be the craziest combo
whew,
ever.
that would be Lord a quarterback's worst nightmare, man. That is unfair to put those two. Even if it isn't, Aaron Donald in his prime a couple of years, but
Dude,
that's
Aaron Donald at
that's
80% is still a stud.
exactly, yeah, exactly. But that's talk for if it happens.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
other big trade, AJ Brown officially is now a Patriot. That one's kind of
We
been
kind of knew that was
foretold for
coming, but
a long time now, but officially happened. So out of Philly, which means our boy Smitty now the
the
true number
Ace,
one
yeah,
receiver in Philadelphia. Yeah, the man. And then New England gets Drake May. They get him a good number one. And A.J. Brown, he's in a new situation. See if he's happy here. Has played, of course, for Mike Vrabel before. Yeah, yeah. So knows that. So knows the type of offense he runs. And So, yeah. But yeah, Greg, I think that's everything I got in my notes for this week. Is there anything else you want to touch on?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's been a great time. If you're just of all the sports, we just with we just got done with our good women's college World Series. We got the NBA final. We got so much entertaining stuff to watch over the next couple of weeks. Man,
Yeah, absolutely. Should be fun. Yeah, into the finals, College World Series, Stanley Cup Finals, and now the World Cup kicking off. Yeah, absolutely. Great few weeks of sports coming up here.
anytime you can have that great run and not even football yet, you're in a good spot.
Exactly. Absolutely phenomenal. But all right then, let's get out of here then. Unless we can think of anything last
Sure.
second, but we'll be back next week to talk about anything we forgot about, and of course,
Hopefully, we talk about some Bama success
exactly,
here in
yeah.
Omaha.
Hopefully you, yeah, you'll be going to see us play a winners bracket game.
Yes,
But
sir.
yeah,
A little cooler.
yeah, a little cooler at nighttime, a little bit in the shade there. But all
Yes,
right,
sir.
buddy, roll tide, and I'll see you
All right,
then.
buddy. Well time. Yes, sir.
Thank you once again for listening, folks. As always, subscribe, rate, like us, do whatever your chosen podcast platform asks you to do. Tell your friends about us. Tell your rich friends about us, especially if any of them feel like sponsoring a podcast. You can check out all of the family of Alabama Take podcast at thealabamatake.com. You can also find a bunch of wonderful writings there from our lovely, talented roster of contributors. If you'd like to join that roster, shoot an email to thealabamatake@gmail.com. Blaine will get you set up. We're always looking for new voices here on the Alabama Take. You can check out Greg at Bama Hammer. He writes a lot about Alabama women's basketball there and other Alabama athletics. You can follow us on socials at Taken on Sports. Of course, drop that G. And as always, folks, keep it done up real good yourselves out there.